They were there and in Newark.
All right. I think everybody's here. It's a little past 6:30. I'll call the Town of Washington ZBA meeting for December 16th, 2025 to order. We have a quorum, full board's here. First matter of business is the approval of the minutes from last month. Does anybody have any suggested revisions, modifications?
We just revised the date on it.
Yeah, and I had a couple of typos that I gave to Lisa a little while ago. Does anybody else have any issues on it? Then I would make a motion that we accept the minutes as to be modified by Lisa.
Yep. A second.
Second by Ann. All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
All right. That's done. First matter on business is Vernon Corman, 251 Milewood Road. It's on for a public hearing. Before we open the public hearing, you want to describe what you're trying to do?
We are building a standalone two-car garage, and the problem is our setback behind the house is not, the property's not deep enough. No matter where we put it, we won't be able to either meet the setback from the road or the setback from the property line. But we drop off into a ravine, so nobody's really impacted by it at all. So it's just a new two-car.
West side of the house is maybe 10, 15 yards in a ravine that drops off 200 feet easy. Nothing there. Nobody's ever going to go.
It's not intended, I mean, I can't say it won't work up there, but it's not intended to be, habitable space. At least not currently.
Okay, you came in with a couple of color photographs this evening. I'll pass those around to the board. The stakes are where the garage is supposed to go?
Yeah, there's a driveway, they have to change their driveway path and then to get it to there, but yeah, so that's what it is. And it's, I think that's what it is. I can't tell from those photographs, believe me. I'm no good at it. I have to go out and look myself.
What kind of material is the driveway made of?
Gravel.
It's going to be gravel?
It's dirt and gravel, yeah.
Okay. Is there a second floor in the garage?
There's a loft space, so it's half floor, I guess is what you call it. It's
Is this for
10 by 24.
storage only?
Exactly.
Or I'll work up there, one of us.
It's not going to be a residence?
No, that's what I said earlier, yeah.
Okay.
No. Not currently, anyway. I can't promise somebody in the future.
Yeah, I might get in the doghouse, and that's the doghouse, and there I go, so.
But no, there's no bathroom in there, so.
Is there water and electricity going to be in there?
There's definitely electricity. How do you run a garage door without electricity? Yes, there's definitely electricity.
I didn't know you were having a garage door, but
Oh, well, currently, no, there's no plan for the water, no.
Okay. With your application, you submitted a couple of maps. One of them is this. Do you know who prepared that?
That is from.
That is old.
I think, well, I think this is a reduction of the architect's drawing, maybe?
Yeah.
Where he did that, I think. I can't swear to it. Isn't that, what does it say? Yeah, I think that's the architect who did that.
Because one of the things our code requires is an updated survey showing the exact dimensions and everything.
Well, all the dimensions are there, but you can't get dimensions for the garage because it's not there. But I've been trying to get a surveyor to come over, and everybody's like 4 or 6 weeks. So I can't get them, but nothing else on the property has
Okay.
changed.
They also supplied this evening, in addition to that map with the application. I'll pass that around for everybody to look at it. Ordinarily, part of the application process is to give us an updated survey.
I'm happy.
But, if the board is comfortable with the drawings and the measurements that they're giving us, we could probably vary that requirement.
And I'm happy to provide it once we can get somebody to come over.
Yep.
I tried a month ago, and the contractor tried somebody he knows, and we're just not getting them out here.
You located the cesspool on that. Is that an accurate spot for where the septic is?
Yeah,
And the well's in the front of the house?
yes.
Correct.
Okay. So that's pretty much the only place we can put it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed to me even if you move the garage closer to the road, then you'd need a variance for the front yard.
Yeah.
In addition to the rear yard.
Exactly.
Right, so it's kind of.
Or I'd have to worry about moving the cesspool. I mean, the ideal place would be attached to the house, and that doesn't
Let's see
really
that,
work.
Katie?
Yeah. You're kind of between a rock and a hard place.
You think?
As a matter of fact, there is a big rock up there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't at the last meeting, but of the adjacent neighbors, even though that, from your standpoint, that this isn't going to impact their property.
There is nothing on the west side.
Yeah.
It drops off to a cliff 200-300 feet. It's huge.
Okay,
There's
but
nothing
they were
there. Then
notified.
it's Terrell.
Oh, yeah, I just gave Lisa all the
Okay.
return
Yeah.
receipts.
Okay.
I sent them all out, plus it was in the newspaper.
Okay, good enough.
Yeah. No,
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry.
Yeah, fine.
Yep, that's all, that was my only question.
Yeah, no, and we did do that. That was done like right after the last meeting.
Okay.
All right. Anybody on the board have any further questions? I would make a motion that we open the public hearing.
Second.
Second by
Second,
Tate.
yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody here wish to speak for or against the application?
Besides us, no.
Besides you? All right. Then I make a motion that we close the public hearing.
I second.
Second by Katie. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. It looks, is the board comfortable with the drawings that they've supplied us as far as the location of where the garage is going to be and what the setbacks are?
Yeah, and that's a hard property.
Yeah.
That's just a hard property.
Yeah, it's a non-conforming lot in that particular zoning district. The rear, under the code, the rear setback has got to be 75 feet, and what they're showing is, looks like it's 58.5 feet. So they would need a variance of 16.5 feet for a rear yard setback. Okay. All right, well, before we get into the guts of it, let's do seeker. Under seeker, a variance is a type 2 action, therefore no further environmental review is required. I would make a motion that we grant type 2 status under seeker to this application.
Make a second.
Katie seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. I don't know, how does everybody feel about this? I think it's a tough lot.
It is a tough
I think
lot.
they've
They-
minimized the
yes.
number of variances that they're
Yep.
required to get.
Yep.
It seems like it's gonna be the least impact
Mhm.
of, it's right in the middle of their property,
Right.
so,
And they're really,
I agree.
there's rocks everywhere on that
yeah,
property.
Yeah, you know it.
I think it's.
Yes, I do.
I
You're-
think
They
yeah.
used dynamite to make the house originally.
Exactly,
They had to.
exactly.
You got anything else?
He's thinking.
I concur with everybody, because like, for example, they discussed moving the septic.
Yeah, you can.
That would be,
Awful.
yeah, because again, you're dealing with rock, and now you're
Rock
also
and
gonna
yes.
find yourself having to build an engineered
Doesn't
bed.
show
Right.
on there, but there's a
Yeah.
little drop off.
So-
on the other side.
Right, that's-
From what I see, based on this diagram, and I don't think it's gonna impact the neighborhood in any negative way.
I agree.
No, I
I
know
agree.
the parcel.
Yep. I don't see how there'd be any detriment to the
No.
environment or to the neighborhood at all.
And it does slope.
Yeah.
It slopes
Way down.
way down.
All right. With that in mind, I would make a motion that we grant a rear yard setback variance in the amount of 16.5 feet with the following conditions. The loft over the garage shall not be used for residential purposes.
Right.
And the second condition is that the new driveway will be gravel or pea stone, not asphalt.
Yeah.
Anybody wish a second?
I second.
I second. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
You're good to go.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. You're welcome to the open, no, there's no open now.
I'll bring my sleigh dogs.
Now I have to see if I can get it built again.
That's the thing.
Yeah, the weather's not.
Thanks,
helping.
everybody.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay,
Have a Merry
guys.
Christmas.
Have a
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Yes.
All right, next on the agenda, Pfister, 2444 Salt Point Turnpike.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Anybody here for that?
Yes.
Come on up.
Come on up.
Come on up.
We can bring another chair up.
Oh, thank you very much. Okay.
Seat.
All right.
Thank you very much.
right, this is an appeal seeking an interpretation of a prior designation of an accessory dwelling on the property. I guess years ago, the ZBA deemed the unit to be a mobile home, and the application is seeking us to make a determination that it's a manufactured home. It's on for public hearing. Could you maybe just give us a brief overview of what you're trying to do, and then I'll open up the public hearing.
Sure. As it stands right now, there was a decision made by the zoning administrator. I don't know whether the zoning administrator actually did a site visit or not. It looks like he was basing his decision on a 2009 ZBA decision using the term mobile home. We're under the impression that it's not a mobile home based on the elements of a mobile home under the law, under the town code, and the elements of a modular home, excuse me, a manufactured home under the town law. So we're asking for the ZBA to determine whether it's actually a mobile home or it's a manufactured home. And under the law, under the town code, the mobile home is, I guess when you first start looking at the regulation, at the statute, it says portable structure with or without a foundation. And when actually it's a manufactured dwelling built on permanent steel chassis where electricity, plumbing, and heating are connected to it.
Is this a double wide?
Yes, it is. It is. So prior to, there is an application before the planning board to have it, as opposed to a temporary structure, be a permanent structure. But before that, before they were allowed to come forward to the planning board, the zoning administrator made a decision saying there's no need to come forward. It's a mobile home, and if it's not in a mobile home designated area under the town code, then you can't move forward. What they're really looking to do is to have an opportunity to present their application to the planning board.
Just speaking for myself, I tend to agree with you. I think this is a manufactured home. But then I started thinking, well, if it's a manufactured home, is it allowed, are you allowed to have an accessory dwelling in the RL5 district? So I started looking at the code, and under the bulk regs, for RL, it just says uses customarily incidental to any principal use permitted by right. Then I started looking forward more, and we've got a section in the code entitled accessory residential housing. And it says the town hereby finds that the creation of an accessory attached or detached housing is consistent with the maintenance of the rural character of the town where such housing meets the following criteria. And there's 6 criteria. One of them has been bugging me. And it has to do with the amount of land that you have. It says in part, subdivision 5 of section 330, the minimum acreage density for an accessory residential housing unit and principal structure in the 5-acre zones, which is where you are, shall be 10 acres. And I'm starting to think that you need 10 acres to have the second home there, even if it's a manufactured home. Which is not that fatal. I think what you'd, in my opinion, I think you'd have to just amend your application, also ask for variance for the lot size.
I'm not disagreeing or agreeing with you at this point.
Yeah.
I think we're just trying to get to what you're talking about here. Right now, we can't even get there based on what the zoning administrator came forward with.
Right.
So we're looking to say, okay, it's a manufactured home for now, and then move forward through the planning board. And there's an application presented right now in the planning board, but they couldn't even get that far. So you make some valid points there.
Won't the planning board kick it back to us, though, if they think there's a variance?
Well, we didn't have an opportunity to be heard.
Oh.
I guess that's what I'm trying to say, because the zoning administrator said, no, you don't need to go that far because
Right.
of the term that was used.
Right.
So we're trying to get to that point, but we can't because of what the zoning administrator has issued
Right.
at this point.
Yeah, under the definitions, I think you're absolutely correct.
Okay.
a mobile home is something portable,
Mhm.
and this is not.
Mhm.
It's on a cement slab, it's got tie downs required by manufactured housing unit and division of codes up in Albany. It's hooked up to utilities. Do you, do you live in the house, the main house?
No, I live in the main house, yes.
Okay. And you want to be able to rent this manufactured home out to other people
Correct.
on a full-time basis or part-time?
We'd be open to all options.
Okay.
Is there anyone living there now?
No,
And is there one steel chassis or two?
It's
I'm
two
not sure,
chassis.
yeah.
It's a double wide,
It's a
it's
double
two chassis.
wide.
So it's brought in on two.
Yeah, when the
Yeah,
house is
split
delivered,
half.
it's
Yeah.
delivered in halves,
Half.
Yeah.
and then you have to marry them together.
Right, right,
And
I think maybe that's where the term mobile
right.
came into play, because it was
Probably.
delivered on
Delivered like
wheels.
that, right.
Yeah,
Probably right.
yeah.
But what happens is, once you place it on the foundation, you take the wheels and axle
Right.
out.
It's not
Right, yeah.
it's not a movable,
Right, it's not portable.
right,
Right.
Right,
exactly.
so to speak.
So, yeah, I agree that this is not.
I agree, you can't
It's
move
not-
it.
You can't.
You know, and not without, obviously, it's not something where, in a typical mobile home, you can
Right.
transport it
Right.
X amount of miles and put it back in its spot. and
Right.
You don't have to do much to it, where
This
with
isn't
this, it would be
this isn't a
trash.
portable trailer.
Yeah,
Right.
it's not.
Yeah,
That's my thinking on it.
yep, mine too.
The only question in my mind is whether we need to require the applicant to get a variance for the lot acreage. I'm not sure, because you got a non-conforming lot to begin with. You're less than 5 acres, even though in your 5-acre zone, right?
I'm not familiar with the Washington Town Code, but I know
What do you-
the front parcel is in the town of Clinton, and the rear parcel is in the town of Washington. It's 1.87 acres with both parcels together, I believe.
So the manufactured house is on just one small lot in the town of Washington,
Correct, I believe it's demonstrated in that.
Right here.
Yes,
and you live here.
yes,
Right,
yes,
Because,
So it actually is a separate lot.
yes.
correct.
Yes.
So it is the primary building on that lot.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
So it's not an accessory use, right?
It's on a separate parcel?
Yep.
Here, you want to see?
separate tax parcel.
Tax
It's on
parcel,
a
yeah.
separate tax.
I didn't realize that. I missed that.
Yeah, well, and then then there might be other issues regarding
Setbacks.
setback requirements. In fact, it looks like there's a significant one,
Yep.
too.
So I do.
Wonder if you got variances for setbacks back in '09 when you did this.
I believe they did.
Were you the owner of the property when they put that in place?
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was a temporary emergency thing for a family member, wasn't it?
my mother and father-in-law and grandmother-in-law.
And there might be a lot coverage issue too.
Yep.
What do you think, Kyle?
I think for tonight, the issue on the table is simply whether it's mobile or manufactured.
Yep.
I think, it sounds to me like the board's moving in the direction of manufactured, which,
I
from my
agree.
review of it, seems supported by the evidence that has been submitted thus far. But they've got some other issues that they're gonna end up having to square away
Yeah.
once they get past that issue.
Right.
And that's not really on the agenda for this.
Yeah.
Right,
Exactly, yep.
okay,
Step A and then step.
right,
Yeah.
okay.
Anybody else have any? Well, first,
My only last question, kind of, and I do agree it's probably more manufactured, but have you never taken any like write-offs as an appreciating asset as opposed to like a real estate?
No.
So it was never
Asset.
depreciated like how
You-
people do mobile homes?
Right,
is what
yeah,
you're saying.
yeah. You never wrote anything off
I-
like that?
Are you talking as far as my wife and I, how we
Yeah.
file our federal
Yeah.
and state taxes? No, we haven't taken any.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
my only.
Yeah.
Lingering question, so.
all right, well, I think
Yeah.
one of the first things we should do is I'll make a motion that we open the public hearing.
Okay.
I second the motion.
Second by Alex, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone here to speak for or against the application? There being none, I make a motion that we close the public hearing.
Aye.
Second by Katie, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. This is an interpretation application, and I believe that that qualifies as a type 2 action under seeker. So I make a motion that we classify this as a type 2 action under the State Environmental Quality Review Act.
Second the motion.
Second by Alex, all in favor?
Aye.
I make a motion that the residential structure, which is the subject of this hearing, be classified as manufactured housing, based upon the evidence that was submitted by the applicant and his attorney's testimony this evening.
I second.
Yeah.
Second by Katie, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion
Aye.
carried. Step 1 done for you.
Step 1.
It's a manufactured home.
Appreciate it, thank you
What's the
very
question
much.
for the
Yeah, for real.
ZBA secretary? Was there did a request for escrow go out, like we discussed at the last meeting?
Yes, escrow was received in my office earlier this week,
Fair.
or actually the end of last week.
And, okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Yes,
You're welcome.
that's all done. All right.
Awesome.
Great, thank you.
Great.
Okay.
Good evening, guys. Thanks for coming out.
Appreciate it, thank you very much for your time. Have a
Good
nice
luck.
evening.
Stay warm.
Appreciate it, thank you.
You know where we are if you need me.
Merry
Christmas.
Happy
holidays.
Take care. Happy holidays, happy New Year.
So that's clear, the determination of the board is a determination overturning the building inspector's decision that the structure is manufactured and not mobile.
Correct.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
You got it.
All right, last but not least,
Come on up.
we have an application for 452 Hibernia Road, an area variance. This is on for presentation, discussion item this evening. Hi,
Hi.
what's your name?
Pete Donovan.
Oh, Peter, Frank Weddle, we spoke on the phone.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Why don't you explain to the board what you were trying to do?
Mr. Moran hired me to build a porch. You know, I went to file for the building permit, and when I was informed that I need a variance to build said porch. So, here we are.
Yep.
So I guess, yeah.
Thank you.
And then I have the new survey, which was completed.
Oh,
I
great.
don't know, I think I sent you digital copies of it. But
Yes.
This is the one, and I talked to the engineer about getting it.
This is it? Site plan?
That is, this is the one that needs to be updated.
Oh, okay.
That was using like an old survey that the homeowner had.
All right, so you got
And
enough?
these are the updated ones
Great.
from
Okay.
2 weeks
Do you
ago.
want to set that around for them?
Yeah, sure.
That helps with the visual. Yeah.
All right. Because one of the things we wanted to verify the side yard setback. I guess there was a discrepancy.
Yeah, and
between
I let
two
him
maps.
know, I let him know. as soon
61
as-
and one was 63.
Yeah, this one, it's, existing is 62 feet, and the porch is gonna be 61.1 feet.
Got a question for you. They've sent out notifications to adjacent neighbors.
Not yet.
No, not
Not
yet.
yet,
This is the
okay.
first.
The public hearing will be next month.
Yeah, we're just getting the,
Gotcha, all right.
The one thing, the property is really two tax parcels. Part of the line goes right through the house. Part of the house is in Clinton, part of the house is in Washington. But interestingly, the improvements that they're looking for are only within the town of Washington, is that right?
the porch.
Yeah,
The
actually.
porch is in town of Washington.
Right.
Yes,
The porch is not gonna be in Clinton at all.
right.
Because one of the things, if it was in both towns, you'd have to get variances for both towns.
Right.
Yep, you would, otherwise,
So,
that's right.
Well, when I went to Clinton, initially I wanted to figure out which building department I was dealing with, and I looked at it and I said, you know, I just maybe they didn't answer the phone here, so I called Clinton, and Clinton said, that's not our house, you know, that kind of thing. So, however they said it, you got to talk to Washington. So that's what led me here.
Right. So, well, the side yard he needs 75 feet, and he's showing 61.1. So that's 9. So he needs a side yard variance of 13.9 feet. And then he's expanding the non-conforming structure because the porch with a roof over it is considered a structure under our code. Under the code, he can expand up to 25%, but he's only expanding 13%. So he'll just needs a special permit for that.
It's 2 variances.
Yeah, and it needs an area variance to increase the bulk within the reduced eastern side yard setback. Let's see. According to applicant, can be further. Porch is located. Area variances, since the porch will be located within the reduced side yard setback, an area variance is required to increase the bulk within the reduced setback. That's the other variance that he needs. And then, assuming you get these approvals, then you gotta go to planning board for site plan approval. Because you're expanding a non-conforming structure. So your first step is here to try to get all the variances you need and a special permit.
Right.
But then they're gonna kick you gotta go over to planning board for the site plan approval.
Right.
Anybody have any questions? It's time for a discussion item. What I'd like to do this evening is at least accept the application and schedule the matter for a public hearing next month. At which point then, Lisa, you'll be able to give Paul information as far as notifying the neighbors and all that stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The question I have for you guys is, am I gonna have any problem with the planning board with this, do you think? I mean,
Probably
not
not.
that
As long-
I mean, is
as long as
it
you get the
just a
variances.
matter of
Yeah, it's not
getting
much-
the
Right,
The hard part's getting the
paperwork done?
variances.
right.
Yeah,
And it's
okay.
really not that much of variance.
No.
It's not extraordinary.
No, and
I've
it's,
seen a lot more.
most of what's being done also faces the road,
Right.
so you're not
Right.
disturbing your adjacent neighbors.
Right, and the house goes back a ways.
And it kind of turns the house
Yeah, it
into more
does.
of a
A home.
house.
It's
like
nice. It's a
is
nice.
around here.
It's a nice.
You know what I
It's
mean,
a
with
nice
the front
addition,
porch.
is what
Yeah.
of It definitely makes the house look a lot nicer.
When I first
I
met
agree
him,
with
that's
you.
what he
Yeah,
said.
I look at
Yeah,
that.
it's
so-
not
This house
doing
needs
anything
a
to
front
rural
porch.
character.
Right, right.
So-
If anything, it's enhancing it,
I agree.
so.
What's on this side of the house? Is that a garage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he has coffee in the morning in Washington, and then moves, goes to
Yeah.
Clinton.
No, not in that thing.
Then
Actually,
he goes to Clinton to leave for work.
Actually,
Yeah.
he told me he wanted to. He said, "How much to tear that down?" And I said, "No, don't tear it down
Yeah,
yet.
just
Figure
leave
out what you want to do with it. You know, it's already there,
Yep.
existing. You know, so."
All right,
Yeah,
good.
so tell them to keep it.
But that's in the other.
Yeah, you can be in a doghouse in Clinton and be able to come to dinner in town of Washington.
Candles there.
So
Yeah.
I'm okay with
Yeah, make it
with
a
you
bit
submit it.
more-
Saying they need an area variance? What's the
to
second?
increase the bulk. What he needs
Because
is,
of the roof. The
well,
roof
The
is
roof on the
making-
yeah,
porch.
Yeah,
since the
no, I
roof,
get that,
yeah,
yeah.
but you're talking about the other one?
No, I'm just looking at the plan here.
Oh.
And it just,
Mhm.
what's the acreage here?
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm just physically looking at the area. And
2.81 acres, like
Yeah, but he's-
1.2, so you're almost 4 acres, or a little over 4 acres total when you combine both lots.
He's in 5 acre zoning. It's a non-conforming lot.
Right, oh, okay.
Yeah,
So he has to go to planning,
After zone,
After,
after
but
Yes,
he's
us.
still
the
under the
variances.
10%, isn't he?
yeah.
Yeah, so he doesn't need an area variance.
No,
Right.
no, he's expanding the non-conforming structure. He can expand it up to 25%, but he's only expanding 13%,
Yeah,
so he's
30%.
good
It's not,
there.
yeah, it's not much variance.
Yeah. We just issue a
Very
special
limited.
permit allowing him to expand to 13%.
Right,
Right.
Yeah.
okay. So
That's all
once
it
we
is.
have the
That's not a
open
var- yeah.
hearing next month, then we can go ahead with our,
With
and
discussion of the
send you
variances.
going.
Yep.
And then planning is
Planning board.
that like a
Do it.
one-shot deal, or?
I don't know.
No?
No.
No. Lisa also is the secretary for planning.
Yes, Lisa.
Probably got a two.
Well, now, because of the early
already
winter,
had
we don't have to worry about doing any construction work underground anyways, you know, so.
Yep.
Kinda.
So go,
All right.
we're all set.
I would make a motion that we accept the application and adjourn this matter to the January meeting for a public hearing.
Yeah.
And the applicant will do all the
Notify.
notifications necessary under the town code. You want a second?
Second.
Yep.
Take second, all in favor?
Aye.
We'll see you in January.
You need that? or-
Yes.
All right. Do you need more?
Why don't you give a couple to Lisa?
Yeah, I'll give.
Yep.
All right, I don't think we have any more business tonight, do we? Motion to adjourn?
Second the motion.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right.
All right, everybody, have a good holiday.
You too, Kyle.
Yes, you too, Kyle,
You know,
thank you.
I